evening. I don't have my normal lip color that I chose for the day with me, but I'm not gonna go with like leftover lipstick from the day. It is morning time. Actually, not morning, frick. I am trying to get my ish together, and I'm finding things piece by piece. It's wonderful. So this is the hairstyle that I decided to go with today. I like the little curl thing. This is definitely a different vibe from when I started out this morning. And at first when I started, like, it had that little poof thing right there. I wanted, so it kind of gave me this Norman Bates mother's hair. I didn't give a shit though, just because I wanted to try something different. And I'm channeling in my inner bitch, the one that goes shh, when things happen and people are acting very selectively strategic at the moment. It's funny because it's like I realize how much power I have, regardless wherever I am. Okay, I realized that I don't have to. This is like such a new discovery for me, and to apply that to different measures, while being like just discreet about that energy is excellent. I have to tell you. That I don't need to always have to like flash peacock feathers. Not that like that's ever really one of my goals. It's just that's kind of like the old me. So doing that like with the new vibe, it's just it's totally like not within my intended formula. So however the divine decides to place me within elaborating my energy, I'll go with it, dude. I'll go with it. It's like people who are really good at their like, okay, people who have to like dealing with bridezillas. Okay, you have to figure out the perfect dress. Like you have to freaking read their mind and ease them through the process of selection, even if like they're very intuitive and they already know what they want, and but they have to go through that hand holding process that like just they know what I'm talking about. So it's very much like that energy, being an expert in your field, not just like like consult, but just, dude, I'm getting better and better every day. I want to say bet, and I don't ever really use that word, but it's like we're walking into new portals, new rooms, doors, etc. And at least I can speak for myself. I'll have to just like I'll just have to speak for myself. Do you realize how cute this freaking scarf is? Holy freaking moly, let me tell you, it is so freaking cute. I've had this for years. Let me tell you, I've had this for years. This is the first time that I've ever worn it. And that's partially to like not be so like on blast with my spirituality. Having some like brief visitors today. So anyway, we've got that going, and kind of like hide the branding of, like, it's just like, Tina, not every, like, you have to kind of be agreeable at some points. Like, you don't really compromise who you are. You can be polite and negotiate a few items, like you don't have to show all your bracelets. I mean, you're still yourself, but you don't have to like shove it in people's faces. So, with that, I hold my own portals. I hold my own keys. I hold some other people's keys too. I'm like, I just know I'm very well trusted. So, it's a 12-toe portal, and talking about its key holder. We're talking about my authorizing Officer Tuesday energy. And I thought I was going to get like a freaking major arcana, I was just thinking like, okay, what does Spirit have in mind for me? But I decided to humble myself just a bit. You know, like, spirits can dish me out any freaking card. But we're going to figure out what it means. And what I got, once I, like, just decided to chill out for a second, was this. It's the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's focused energy, not moving in haste. Not jumping the gun. What is it? Firing too early. Like, this is good stuff. All right. It's getting into the feels of something, like recognizing, discerning with your gut. You see this? You see the face, you see the mask. It is like evolving gut. You see? That's what I'm dealing with here. So, yeah, okay, so channeling in the active RBF, okay? It goes with the hairstyle. Like, I hardly ever part my hair in the middle. But I was told several times, which I already recognized preview, was that when I split my hair in the middle, I look like a completely different person. I don't look as pretty. I look more serious, is the most polite way of somebody conveying that to me. You know, like a chauvinistic guy from back in the day. Hardly even knew him, but like he pointed out the Captain Obvious portion of me, but he said in the nicest way that he offered his opinion was that I look more serious, and I just know that I'm recognized as not as pretty when I part my hair in the middle. So I did it freaking on purpose. Just to, you know, like, I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything, but like sometimes, I just, I like to see how people respond to my energy. Like, it's, like, I know for a fact every time I wear my hair down and it's, like 90% and upwards, I have a good hair day. And and 98% of the time, I always get like, well, not always, because that 98% of the time is not always. I get hater energy, you know, like jealous stuff going on. Even, like, I don't do the hair flips. I don't do, like, any of that unless my head hurts. But, yeah, anyway, whatever. We're talking about doing that. Like, yes. So I did this to myself on purpose. And, you know, sometimes I just gotta switch it up. You wanna know what I look like with a bob? This is part of it. I know some of you don't really care about this portion, this segment, but it's okay. It is okay. How you doing, Cream? How you doing, my my Cream crowd? Angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my work, my essence, my health, my wellness, and that of my children. Thanks so very much. You're doing a fabuloso job. All right. So, let's go with this. Okay, we already got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 5 of Wands, the Star, the 4 of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Swords. Boy, does it hurt. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I don't know. Does it hurt? It's just a bit odd. You know, all the guts, you know, it looks like a mixture of guts and the aortic valves, you know. It's like ready to be shish-ka-bobbed. So first they're severed, okay? I never really get messages like that. But, yeah. You know, I did, let me just talk about something for a sec here, okay? It's funny because, like, I think people are still trying to play me. it's like they think that I'm that simple within my make to maneuver, um, how do I say it? Maneuver certain mentalities within my field of sight, trying to influence my experiential value so that I show up differently. And I'm speaking in code here because I freaking know. I know. Like, it's, I'm not going to get upset about this. Because I haven't yet, and I don't see any need to. Um, I think in relaying this reality, like I'll always know. I'll always know the experience that is tied to this. Because my efforts in being like accentuating the accuracy of such sentience, such selective sentience. So there's nothing like really wrong with getting the short end of the stick when you're being played, because this gives you learning opportunities, and you always end up like, Tina, you always end up like showing, not just showing up, but showing people up, like your flies down, you know, you're showing your cards. Did you know that? I can totally see what's going on there. But, you know, I just, I'd have to say, speaking from a higher level, that I'm quite flattered to be challenged in such a way, or positioned as it's a challenge. You know, I don't want to get too, like, I don't want to get overconfident. And even at this level, I don't feel like whatever I've already conveyed is overconfident. I feel like it's just, this is warranted. Yeah, and people who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. I don't need to explain. Yeah. It's crazy. So let your hair down, Tina. Let's do it. Let's just do it. I don't need to speak in details because I've already invited the energy to my 9-to-5 workplace to further protect me, to have eyes on the situation. So you know. So my hair smells good. Yeah. So it still looks pretty serious. But it's, oh my gosh, it looks like I have a wig on, because you know it has that little like poof right there. It never really lays flat. I'm gonna not wash it for tomorrow to see if it lays a little bit flatter, if it like calms it-ish down. But that is what I shall do. Yes. Okay. Now that you've bared with me in that process. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm a flight attendant. Holy frick. Let me see. What airline do I work for? Holiday. Wait, how do they do it? I have to, like, they have to pretty themselves up just a little bit so that they're in between, like, businesswoman and weather girl. So they look like accommodating, approachable, but can hold their own. In order of crisis management, they need to be believable. They need to be packaged and presented a certain way where they're welcoming, but they can also handle situations with tact. They're the Mile High Club executive assistants. Anyway, all right, now that we've done a little bit of a little bit of a tangent sequence, I don't know who that was for. partially for me. Let's do this. I just needed a little playtime because I got a little sleeping spell. Somebody trying to tap into my energies. But yeah, it's getting into the feels of things so thoroughly, like, processed. This is like hot dog energy. Why did I even get that? That's so weird. We went from shish-ka-bob to hot dog. But when you see that things are over-processed, being the content of what we just discussed 15.5 minutes in, you chop, 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 chop suey, and then you shish-ka-bob it. Okay? Over-processed materials. You know what I'm hearing? Let's get the rhythm of the hot dog. Let's get the rhythm of a hot dog. What is it? Put it all together and what do you get? Ding dong. Something. Hot dog. Put it all backwards and what do you get? Hot dog. Ding dong. Yeah. Because you stomp your feet and then you ding dong. You know. That's a little patty cake version of, I think, being out in somewhat of the ghetto as a child. Yes, I had the luxury of living the elementary LA life. Yes, I did. It's part of my roots. It's good. Anyway. Okay, so we got the shish-ka-bob energy, okay? You know what you're facing, okay? The Three of Swords, I've been through that quite a bit. So this energy here, the presentation of such, high key, low key, upper level, lower level, sideways, whatever, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm still in touch with, like, my nerve endings are still, like, capable. However, they've become more resilient. You know, you evolve and become immune to certain venoms, right? So that's what's happening for me. Holy smokes, that's on the back end, the backpack energy. When you take Spirit's cup and Spirit's like, I'm tired of holding this cup, showing it to you. Like, I'm not a hand model. I'm not I'm not like a shelf to like put stuff on. And just know that I'm still here to back you, Tina. But you know what? You know it's gonna be more of a refresher. Like, you're gonna at least like inevitably drink that cup of water. Is, you know, it's gonna be a refresher. So let me just like put it over your head. Like, it's just a silly thing that Spirit does sometimes. It was like just like what we talked about in the previous, which was when Gandalf had to, well, and Harry had to force Gandalf to drink, you know, the water till it's gone. It's kind of like that, except it's not being so forceful with the energy. Spirit is awesome, let me tell you. Because you know what? Spirit knows. It's like, energy. That's what's happening here. Like, I will gobble that ish up knowing what's to come. That's sweet. Oh, you know what Spirit says? Tina, you hold all the gold stars. So there's so much love reflecting with the star energy that I hold, that it, you know, like the metallic is reflecting pink for sure. I think I'm supposed to channel in something from pink. I really feel like that. I never have gotten that before, but for this particular time, I really feel like it, especially the color coding and what we just talked about there. Yes, I really feel like that. Center point, okay. Where's the angel is the centerfold? Okay, so 5 of Wands like exists there, and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. You know what? Like, you know what they're saying? Like, there might be a ruckus. There might be some competition proposed your way. But it's like they all cross themselves out. There's a lot of like cross-hatching here. They kind of weave their own fabric, which means like these threads of like supposed spirit it's like they're cut from the same cloth, you know, they're creating their own, like, what is it? You make your own bed and you lie in it. So that they're making their own linens. They're actually making their own bed and they're going to lie in it. That's their energy. So you have nothing to worry about there, Tina. You might experience, I felt like just a little bit of throbbing here. That's weird. So between the like 8 to 5 type of role that you work on, like just, you know, it's not even really putting your blinders on. It's just like toddler mentality in the background, you know? So you like, it's become like white noise. So you continue to you do your job, but you don't need to go over to the top because you already show up middle point as a star. It's so obvious. This is like, this is obvious energy, Captain Obvious energy. It's not hurting you. It's, you know, it's, you're just preparing the plate, basically, okay? With the Shish-Ka-Bob energy. But, like, I don't really have anything to say about this energy. They're already, like, self-combusting energy here. Oh, my gosh. It's like, poof, be gone. It's an illusion of a roadblock. It's like, you know, that's what's happening there. I'm hearing, like, dun, 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 dun. It's, like that, you know, Wicked Witch of the West energy. I feel like that, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Like, it's easily like, poof, be gone. But anyway, this is like, tending to the fields. Tending to your work in the field, doing your thing, not working over the top, not like not doing the most, because you've already kind of like, you've showed up quite a bit. There might be some energy that is trying to delay you, so you're not, it doesn't appear as though you are showing up, like, at your best, when it looks like when you have, exterior eyes, viewing into your situation. Like, some people, like, try to make you look bad through other measures. There's distraction energy, 100%. Like, the 12/12 portal, like, dude, this is end of year, closing, like midpoint closing of the 4th quarter. You know, it's like that energy, what is it, bottom of the 9th inning type of thing, where you've kind of, I think around this time, I forget when, like end of year reviews, like I think it's end of year review. You know, like some people try to rush and they try to, make an open display of their efforts in order to close out like really well, because that's like the last thing that people will remember before you do like the final like meetup review. And you know, like the smartest people in management see right through that. Like it has to be consistent efforts, not just like, oh, time, like one here, one there. Like that's respectable energy with inconsistency on delivery. It's meet expectations. However, you can't fly with exceeds expectations within those measures. It has to be like any chance you get, you're making the effort, you're doing it, you know. Yeah, I'm hearing like the best drummers, you know, is beating to you know, their own drum. And it's like an internal compass on like the navigation points. That's what's saying right there. So this is my again, my 12/12 portal as a key holder. My authorizing officer Tuesday energy. Okay. Tell me more, tell me more. Jesus Christ. Thanks so much. Oh, I have to ask Archangel Michael next, okay? You're up next, okay? But first, Jesus Christ, what do you gotta say about my energy here? Thanks so much. I didn't want to position the question in like in an open-ended form, just because I felt like when I asked, just the way it was positioned, it was becoming very political or very general, or just, I just felt like when I was typing this up, it was correct. That these are matters of ownership. You already know what you bring to the table, Tina. This is just like cementing it. Like, this is your formal initiation to the board, like one of the higher levels, like absolute. You're not establishing your power relative to others. It just is. And it's so valid. We're going to put a marker here because you've already hit several milestones. We're not at the place yet where you can be like recognized within the patternings of because this particular review, it falls outside the normal like sequence of when everyone else has their markers to be assessed. This one is kind of out of the box because it's well deserved. And what else do you want to say here? I mean, 12 in the major arcana is the Hanged Man. So it's being objective and in whole, because 12, number 12, or any number within its likeness above, you know, stacked, is one. It's whole. So objective as above, as below, and meeting in the middle, that cohesion point. Okay, so you understand that, Tina, and let's go ahead and get at this. Okay, so Jesus Christ, what do you want to say about my energy? Okay, there's one. 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay, what do you want to say about that? Is it humbling, or is it not shoving it in people? Oh, not shoving the energy in people's faces, or I think that's what it is. Oh, Ace of Wands. Yeah, communication. It's a little bit like laying low, like you hold position, Tina, but your position is, you know, like, what does it call it? Product, positioning in like movies and, it's like, it's highlighted, but it's not like, this particular brand is the, lead actress of, you know, thing. It's kind of in your face, but subconsciously. That's what they're saying my energy is like. But this is, so total of 8 wands. This is definitely communications. And it's undercover victory. There's a lot of creativity in what I do. So that communications is like kind of like code. There's like, I don't know, encrypted, encoded, one-to-one energy, they're saying. So the 7 of Wands is not blatant in your face. This is something that carries on intimately. So the communication that I hold within its greatest potency is on a very intimate level. So this is a matter of protection as well, being a key holder. This is the best way that they position me to gatekeep. That it's not working on matters of how do you say it? Excluding others. That's not the point. It's holding the sacredness of reaching someone on a one-to-one level, because that is my most potent point of recovery with them, is what they're telling me. So I hold that power. I hold those keys to those doors. It's kind of giving me that visualization. I haven't seen this in, what is this? Monsters, Inc. Those doors within this realm, like being able to access those doors. So it's kind of like, they from what I remember, it's like, they encode it like a guillotine. Like there's a processor that can work this machine to allow entry to certain portals. That's what I recall it to be. But anyway, that's what they're saying. So the guillotine is very much within that energy, like transformative for me. I mean, well, transformative power is what I hold, that those gatekeeping keys. So I have access to many portals. That's what Jesus Christ is saying. How excellent is that? So it's a matter of protection and security within those measures. Yeah. Thanks, Jesus. Okay. Anything else that you want to add? Jesus Christ, what do you want to say? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you know what this is? This is jackpot energy upon immediacy for me, but it also means that that same mimic of falling, like manna, like falling from the skies, is those seeds that I'm planting within these certain portals. Yeah. So not only am I receiving upon immediacy, but the power that I hold is also reciprocative within when I'm allowed to enter into, like when people are now willing to like basically hand over the keys, like allow entry. That is the gift that I bestow. Now, whether or not they tend to the soil and allow their light to be shed on these seeds and water it and, you know, maintain it, that's up to them. That's interesting. Thanks, Jesus. I was going to say, was Jesus a farmer? He was definitely a carpenter, as the story beholds. I'm also seeing like it's a sieve, you know, like what do you call it? Not a drainer. It's a sieve. What do you call it? Like a strainer, you know? No, so something like it's sorting through. Yeah, just sorting through. Okay, the Fool card. Oh, again the here. So there's like a lot of communications in the ethers, and it's a lot to observe. So my entry allows for others to visualize the multiple angles in which, like, their energy moves about through observing their environment. You see, the eyes are white. You see all those like darts. That's what I'm seeing here. So I'm hearing that it's like wondrous for them. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Is it okay to move to Archangel Michael, Jesus? Last word. The Lover's card and 8 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it doesn't have it. Oh, that's so sweet. Jesus Christ, you're so sweet. That's so sweet. You don't need to, like, I don't need to say any more on his behalf. Like, do you hear that siren? That's insane. That's insane. That's so crazy. So there's still a lot of like growing underneath the surface here. There's a lot of love. There's just, it's like, I don't need to question it. Like, this is, I had no idea what kind of like cards that were going to be pulled out, but this is straight up saying like, no, Archangel Michael can move forward. Like, you can have the floor. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Okay, so Archangel Michael, what do you have to say? I recalled offline that you have taken the role of mentorship. Like on an extreme level, so I appreciate that, and I want to further recognize that in my readings. So on to you, the forum. What would you like to say with regards to my energy on this portal of Authorizing Officer Tuesday? Okay, we have this, and then we have this. Oh my gosh! No freaking way! Archangel Michael, so good. Two of Cups, like Pinky Swear, Pinky Promise, and Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is a deconstruction. Yeah, Shish-Ka-Bob energy. Somebody's name is Bob here, or Robert, or something. Like, yeah. So anyway, Pinky Promise, Pinky Swear, you know, it's the love of like creativity. I think that's the energy there. I think that might be the air energy. Like, I know that each one is tied to elements, but I forget. Okay, but something about that. So this is like a bilingual kind of mudras. Like, not bilingual. There's something about that there. But this is a partnership. Like, I've kept to my promises. Oh, that's so wonderful. There's like, it created a splash, you see? So I've kept my promise, not just with Archangel Michael, and as well as obviously the sentience, keeping with mind. I mean, he basically set the tone. So yeah, it's just like is that energy like that can just sprout up at any moment, like Super Mario Brothers, like the plants that come out of those pipes. It's like like, you know. So it's that's what I'm seeing here, because there's quite a bit of splash here. But okay, within that likeness, within the microcosm, now we're speaking of it, like keeping pinky promises towards the likeness of others. Yeah, intuitively speaking, definitely. Holy smokes! Like, people know that like there's this like certain partnership on like a nostalgic level, that people know that I've got them and they've got me. Yeah. This is very much untraditional. This is like hidden workplace energy is what I'm seeing. It's not just about deconstruction, but it's intuitively speaking, like it's coming from their third eye, extra branches here. So there's something about like a peephole, like being able to see and grow from that. Branch out from their third eye chakra. For sure. Holy smokes. That's amazing. And you know how freaking amazing this fell on the top, but this was like side to side right here. So this is the Emperor energy. It's freaking spirit. And the Ten of Swords. But this is like a bomb, like almost like Hiroshima kind of thing going on there. Kill all like the spies, the dead, you know, the crows, like the, you know, all those energies that linger, that have no business lingering. Okay. But this is like absolute, like this is super accentuated. The energy here is massive. It is not just mind-blowing, it is massive. It's progressive, it's highly progressive, and it's like serious, like killer energy. Like, you like, slay is like a fun word to like play around with, but it almost feels like Play-Doh compared to like, just, this is being more than on target. This is like you know, like, if we were shooting arrows to get to the bullseye, it would be one in front of the other. It would be splitting things, splitting the first arrow basically into toothpicks. It's just dead on point. You could not be any more accurate, Tina. That's insane. And this is definitely, by the feels of it, Archangel Michael energy. Do you see that? Like all those swords, basically arrows. This is the truth. This is being dead on point. There is, you know, like how you know, pregnancy tests or like certain birth controls are like 99.9999999%. No, they're saying, Tina, you are exact. You are exactly accurate. You could not, like, you could not stray anymore from the, like, there's like, you are not just on track, on route, but this is like, if anybody tries to combat that energy of truth that you hold, Dina, they are going to be not just dead wrong, but the universe will show them that they are absolutely incorrect within their efforts, within that emulation of sentience. To bring that out into the universe to my likeness, that is an offense. Not just to say like, hey, I'm offended. No, this is like, if you could do that to my energy, you are, would defy anyone else that could not stand up within their, like, anyone. Basically, we're protected. I'm protecting others, for sure. Definitely protecting others. So, yeah, there's no other way. There's no other way of saying it here. So, it's kind of like a thirst trap. You see, like, his face is in the water. It's a thirst trap, how the divine has positioned me. So, if I look like candy to steal from certain offenders, then that is a trap to say that they would most definitely and have definitely done that to others. Therefore, the cost of such an offense is much more accentuated, and will combat them for sure. Like, there's no escaping it. This is like, this is at the level of different forms of elements. So it's not just within different suits, but it's also those suits are wearing different suits. So it's I'm hearing live by the sword, die by the sword. So there's something about people who use data, they abuse it. It's coming in right back at them as well. And there's something about also, like, in the air, like sniffing out, like there's people who I think like maybe brown nose, or there's something about that, like they just like live off that energy, they breathe it, you know. There's something about that fog, that's that haze of like confusion that they portray. It's coming right back at them too, to knock them down. So that's very interesting. Archangel Michael wanted to show up. Hey, what's up? So as far as my energy is involved, that's what we're looking at here. Very, 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 very potent, accurate, on point. Bottom of the deck is the Empress in reverse. Top of the deck is the King of Swords in reverse. When you're dealing with absolute liars, you know, people who do like mind control and try to brainwash you and try to like gaslight you, etc. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, definitely gaslighting. You can like mimic their position, and it's clear, transparent form of the Heyoka empath. And, you know, this is like the divine fuckery. In its most positive aspect here. So, this is the Empress going in. Oh, yeah, you see, like, gaslighting? Like, there's the light right there. But, it's mimicking the energy in just a different aspect. So this is objective. Was there, I might, something about like I might look like a duck, but I might like I might like quack like a duck, but I'm no duck. Something like that. Yeah, there's some danger coming to whoever was like messing around with my energy. Definitely, because there's like the term duck is like, you know, it's like trying to dodge something. Yeah, so that's a fair warning right there. That's insane how yeah, because like the transparency of kind of mimicking their ways, it's almost like using their truths against them, like using their words against them, but it's correct the way is they're referenced. Okay, so Archangel Michael, you tricked me out. What do you, is there anything else that you want to say? Okay, the Chariot in reverse. Okay, there's a bit of like a stopping point. I almost said breaking point, but I don't know if that's the right term for it. Something is, oh my gosh, something, that's simultaneous energy. So there's like a stopping point, but it's also a breaking point. So something is about to be broken. I don't know what though. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Again, a reminder, a refresher, Tina. Drink your water. Give me a sec. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. So we got that. Something about descending here. Why do we have the Chariot there? In reverse. Well, the High Priestess. I know. Yeah. These people who feel like they don't get much karma because of what they've weighed out to be a degree of a lesser offense are incorrect. That's flawed judgment at this point. So, the severity of the situation is, they want me to emphasize that. Because you see, like, the Ace of Cups right here. And then, what we had here in the back range, you know, the Ace of Cups, like, Spirit. Okay, so saying goodbye, like, said goodbye to the shits and giggles, like, doesn't hurt, you know. Grand Risings. So with that, that's a reminder, that's the bottom of the deck. Like, Tina, you got it. But that's like a clue, a signifier. Like, I already know, like, who's going to get it. Because we're descending into that energy. There's that portal, that opening of, like, the breaking point. So it is that energy. There's something about a demotion or something. Like, because we're looking at descending here. Like, and I know it. And something about the breaking point and how it connects to that, like, all the pieces are connecting here, you see. You know how people, like, talk shit on other people just to make themselves feel better and, like, heighten themselves up. It's it's kind of like, you know, using people's words and mentality and whatever strategies against them, but it's done correctly the way I do it with my team. So Archangel Michael is saying, like, you know very well, Tina, I've taught you so well, and you're a good student. You're a continuing learner. So when we're talking about that descending energy, like that's it. Somebody's getting demoted. Yeah, that energy, whatever that is, they may either get demoted on like work level. You know, like there's something about that there, or their level of respect and recognition is like whoop, just like yeah, they're going to be seen for what they've done, you know. That was the back end energy. Because, like, I can wear my feelings on my sleeve. I can wear these facts on my sleeve. I don't feel like it takes me down any notch whatsoever. Like, shit happens just about to everybody based on particular timings of events. So to hide that energy, it's like you're helping keep things secret and hush hush in order to enable, and that it further enables that energy to do whatever the fuck they want. So me wearing that on my sleeve, like, especially knowing that, not it's not even believing, like, it's just knowing that it doesn't negatively impact me, it says a lot. That's a whole new level of trust within the reality of truth. And so that's Archangel Michael right there. That's interesting. So 72 may be an angel number here. And they said excuse me, Archangel Michael said that I have a clear knowing about this. Like, I also have I've already said my piece, which holds strong on that. It's like something happened and people are like, hold up, wait for a second, because that's a Chariot in reverse and taking a break. And then there's a break, but it's also the breaking point where someone, it's more than one person that's being demoted here. Low battery. What's happening? Anyway, I've been getting like these little tired spells. And like I tell myself, like, I can fight it, but then something like in me, like if I don't act within that moment, like it overtakes me. But even still, like, I also recognize that there's certain energies trying to like propel that my way to kind of further delay my processes and not show up for certain things. Like, there's that reality, but then like there's this like plan B, plan Z, plan, you know, whatever. There's limitless plans also in my favor. So even if I decide not to combat that energy actively, I still get my fucking rest. I still get my power nap. Like at worst, but also best case scenario, that not only does that sleeping like spell take its effect, but it also writes a receipt for like that bullshit energy, and I get my power nap, which means that I'm so much more energized and aware of what to tend to next. So like the things that I gotta do, I'm gonna do, like Archangel Michael's gonna do. So having that partnership is so much more like substantial than any one that I can place down here at like this level, you know what I mean? So even though that there's so many relationships, like I'm not talking down on any of the relationships that are of kin level, that are soon to seek its abundance within its like direct contact form. But this is saying so much more about Archangel Michael. It's like the involvement of having his energy here. And like I said, there's, you know, the angels don't have any fixed, like, masculine, feminine energetics. There's just, like a higher promotion, a higher, what is it? More elaborated energies as we can identify, because we're working within a certain dimension of thought and emotion and all of that. So that's what I'm called to say. Okay. Anyway, Archangel Michael, anything else you want to say about my authorizing officer Tuesday energy within the 1212 portal as a key holder? Anything you want to say in general, or I'll leave it up to you. You'll tell me, I'm sure, whatever it is. Also, a side note is to remain patient within the loading process, like the shuffling, etc. It's not to get lost in the shuffle, and not to worry about getting lost in the shuffle, because again, they're just mechanics. We're going through the process of getting the correct layout fit for our energy. So not to get too hung up in how long it's taking, number one, which is the obvious, or like not to read too far into that. Just sometimes it's just a freaking loading process. And to consider it also a meditative mode, that it allows for us to gauge on our situation. Especially what they're showing me is the Chariot card in reverse again, just as a reminder. Because it holds context per person, that per sentience that recognizes it. Alright. Archangel Michael, what you gotta say, Four of Swords? It's time to go night-night. It's time to sleep now. That yawn wasn't for nothing. Oh, let things digest a bit. You see, there's a little peekaboo. Yeah, just hold your guard. Know that you are protected while you are in sleep. Just having this type of awareness is protection in itself. So whether or not you work with crystals, you don't need to have them like in place or whatever. But if you have them, wonderful, great, accentuating force. But don't feel like you're at a lacking at this point. Like if you forget to put this under your pillow, or, you know, like not wearing this or that. Just know that anytime you are in slumber, know that you are, or like in meditative mode, know that you are absolutely protected because of this sense of awareness and like gut feeling that you have. So even if you have your eyes closed, even if you lose your sight permanently or temporarily, or like are getting some shut-eye, just know, and this also goes for my kin, that you are absolutely protected. That the Three of Swords hanging on the wall aren't suspended in a way that it can harm you anymore. Those are basically plaques on the wall. Yeah. That's excellent. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups in reverse. Again, subconscious dream state. This is being narrowed in even during those relaxed times of peace. Yeah. It's like they're saying here, you don't really need to have to shuffle through the choices. Like, the options are there for you, okay? On what you need to do, want to do, desire, whatever. Those options are there. However, the choices are going to be absolutely clear on which ones to take at what timing. So just like there's peace of mind and comfort within the within having the abundance, number one, within knowing that there are options, but also being empowered to making choices in sync with the perfect timing at hand. Yeah, the focus is there, and you'll just know, Tina. Huh. Okay, let me see what's beneath that. 4 of Wands. Oh, definitely. You'll get those warm, like, it'll be just like home. Like the placement will be so, I don't even know what else to say about that. It's so self-actualized that it's dead on point. Leaves you with good vibes, good feelings. Top of the deck is the Devil card in reverse. It is, of course, not being obsessed or like controlling. This is putting the feelers out and engaging in the learning process. And the feelers are also, mind you, in touch with self, you know, the hard shell, the soft part with the hard shell. So it's knowing your armor. Absolutely. Tina, that's excellent. I've never seen that. I've never like gotten that message before from this. And I've worked with this deck several times. A little bit I'll take away here. 6 of Swords in reverse. You have achieved the calm. This is like, okay, this is a good point. This is a good point. We found our peace. We've spoken our peace. It is excellent. So that wraps up. I was going to do the bananagrams, but I don't know if Spirit like wants, I don't know, like Jesus Christ or Archangel Michael. Should I do the bananagrams or should I just like be done for the day? Should I call it a day? Let's see. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's time to step away. You know, being objective. It's also I've already made what it is visible. Like I've already seen things for what they are. I know enough. I've spoken well enough to it. Now is the time to be an objective, take an objective stance. So like just like stepping away from it and just looking at what we've got already. Yeah, I don't need to add any more to it. This is good. All right, thanks, Archangel Michael. You know, you have creative, dear. Oh, my dear. Excellent. The many ways in which they can convey their messages, it's just wonderful. So, yes, thank you. So all donations provided in Light and Love, of Light and Love, it is appreciated. They are appreciated. Upon closing the portals in this reading, further secure them. Ascend all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In Light and Love, I close these portals in this reading. Now.